through these persons that go round with their evil, wicked hearts and say that those disabled, mentally, brain damage, need to be disposed of because they've got no quality of life, first of all, should go up, say, our street and shoot every bugger in our street. Get shut of them. And then get shut of yourself. Because your quality of life and the quality of life of the general public is not the quality of life that is experienced by the brain damaged. Because the brain damaged have a better quality of life. They're happier. They've got no burdens. You don't see sad brain damaged people. As a whole, you get some who are very peculiar. That's life. But in general, you go down to Naomi House and they're away with it. You know? And there are persons there that are away with the clouds. They're in the world of their own. They're happy. They've got no burdens. They've got no worries. They've got nothing. It's a lovely world that they're in. Their own little world. Whilst you're in your pigging world, Mr. Secularist, wanting to destroy these people because you're saying they haven't got the quality of life that you have. Well, pigging, hey man, they've got a better quality of life than you. But you just don't see it and you don't want to see it because all you're seeing is with your pigging eyes. Oh, well, they can't come to the champagne parties that we come. Oh, yes, yes. You know, they can't live the champagne life. And all the going on holidays and appreciating fine portraits and all this finery, la-di-da-di-da, shove another silver spoon in my gob and something up my arse called a carrot. I mean, oh, for goodness sake, I mean, these persons are so far up the pigging arse. Huh? These Hitlerites, they don't see it. They don't see it. Don't see that these persons here have got an extremely good quality of life, and you can have a piggy laugh and a piggy joke with those that are able to, you know, communicate on a certain level. I mean, because there are in society, okay, within the society of the brain damaged, for instance, okay, we're dealing with that aspect. There are different levels of brain damage and different characters that have been brain damaged. Some really, really intellectual, very clever persons that have had their brain damaged, but they themselves are not damaged. You see, secularism says, oh, do away with this duality of persons. Hello, Stephen Hawkins, I know you're dead, but this person here is imitating you at the moment. Could you tell me about duality? How it is that your brain is absolutely complete conkers, and yet you can come up with all this stuff. Surely there must be another side to you. You're not just your body, else if you were just your pigging body, you wouldn't be able to do this, would you? Hey, yucky fump. But secularism does not allow for duality. It's monotheistic, as it were. It's just crazy. It's just crazy. And you get doctors turn up to somebody who is intellectually intelligent, and they can see that they're brain damaged, and they're going, I don't understand this. They're clever buggers, but how can they be clever? Because the brain's buggered. They don't disassociate the brain from the intellect, the thinking. There was one chap, goes back some years now, into the 1600s, who says that we know that we think, but we know not how we think. How deep is that? We know we think, but how we think, we know not. That's it. Eh? How do we think? Even when the brain's buggered, you know, it's gone out the biggie window, we still think. Even secular science says we think, but it still doesn't disassociate it with the big in brain. Thinks the big in brain thinks, and then it just goes all over the place with secular science. I mean, the brain just orders the body. The functions of the body, it cannot be creative. It's just there as a mechanism to order the body. And of course, once the brain is damaged, then you see it with the functions of the body. Now, the whole point of this is basically, let us never, ignore a brain damaged person. And always understand that they have a better quality of life than the average person. And we should show the humanity that we were born with to these persons. It should be natural. It should be natural to go up to them and say, hey, I keep on, what you doing today? What you been doing? Hey, and get in conversation. If you know, even if they can't talk back, they understand. They understand. The secularist comes along and says, they don't understand because they can't speak like I speak. Heck. You know, they can't respond to what I'm saying, so therefore I say they can't understand. Bugger off. Go and get a friggin' life. Where's your humanity gone? Where's your understanding gone? Where's your perception gone? Where are you as a human being? Nothing but a biological pigging entity. You've stripped yourself of your humanity. You've sold yourself to the devilish secularism that blocks out everything. No wonder society is going down the pigging pan, and government put it down the pigging pan, and people are allowed to go down the pigging pan, and every bugger's pushing the pigging button to flush it. What a day and age. Humanity. Government says you've got to have empathy. You've got to have empathy. Hang on a minute. You're born with pigging humanity. That goes beyond your secular empathy. And people go around saying, "Oh, I've got empathy. Aren't I brilliant?" No, you're a tosser. You're an absolute pigging tosser. Why? Because you are. I've got no empathy, but I've got humanity. Oh, what's the difference? Well, one comes from secularism, and one comes from being a human being. Humanity is being a human being, a proper human being, you pudding. So you're telling me then that you've got your empathy because you've learnt it. So what else are you missing from your humanity? You're pudding. Oh, for goodness sake. What about discernment? What about getting up off your backside and learning the basics of life? What do you do when cross-providences come? You know, when life crosses you. What do you do? Fold under it? Or do you stand up against it? Or do you run to government and some book or something to try and find out what the hell you do? Because secularism has to teach you what to do, rather than you understanding what to do, as in going to a proper adult, somebody who actually knows, and to learn from them, i.e. to let the pigging thing ride. So if you get knocked down, you just let the pigging thing ride. You sit with it. And as the ship of life keeps rocking backwards and forwards and backwards and forwards, and you think you're going to pigging drown, you've still got to sit with it. Just sit with it until the storm blows over. Because it's there to mature. Of course, secularism doesn't teach you that. These are the basics. The storms of life are there to mature the character. And if we don't ride the storm, if we buckle under the storm, then the storm will keep coming and coming and coming until we are mature. And if we don't, then it leaves off. And then we just become weak and shallow and spineless and ineffectual within society. We're just a sad case. A sad case. Anyhow, we're getting away from the very, very, very important point. Never, never speak away from a disabled person, mentally disabled person. Mentally brain damaged, okay? Well, mentally brain damaged, okay? And there is this great enjoyment in being human around these persons. Because as, well, if you like Shakespeare, in The Merchant of Venice, it's twice blessed is giving. Once blessed by the receiver, and second blessed by the giver. Blessed of heaven. Now, hang on. Talking about that stoop. Oh, listen. Look at this one here. Look at this bugger. Hey? It's a friggin'... Hang on. What the fuck? Where have you been? You tell me, where have you been, Molly? You've been down to Parsons Green. What the sodding hell is this? Huh? Look at this here. Huh? Tin of paint with some sodding lights on. Where'd you get that from? You got it from a frigging tube. Right, okay. You've got that from a... Oh my goodness. It's not going to explode, is it? Right, you better get it out of here then, haven't you? Hey? Come on, get it freaking out of here. That's it. Exploding your frigging face. Yeah. Right, I'm going. This lunatic is going. Every bugger is going before we get 22 people injured by a tin of paint with some frigging lights in it. Okay, let's go. Ooh, hey, it's smoking, baby. Right, bye bye.